Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today in this video, I believe we are almost done with this chapter. Check. We under story. This one. A plan. Fate of Humanity. No, we still got 2 chapters after that. Okay. Yeah, because I'm working on chapter 2004. Yep, 2004. Okay. And we still got chapter 21 and chapter 22. Yeah. And then we go to this, which is chapter 23. 4 missions there, and we'll be we'll be all caught up. Okay. There you go this way. I'm so confused. That's right, we had to go down. So let's say you're up here where I'm at and you're just stuck and you're like, I don't know where to go. Go back down the staircase. Continue going this way. And then you want to take a left. And then continue going down this way. And then you want to take left. Now you're down. Next to the elevator. Now we just wait for the train to arrive. Is the train even anywhere there? Just waiting for the train. Just waiting for the train. There's something over there. Just waiting for the train. There it is. You freaking kidding me? I fell through the damn train. You guys want some of these? Motherfucker, I'm should be a station up here. But I'm highly doubt I should be able to get out and put up there. Let's try. I'll just wait here. gonna come in now. Just gonna stop there. Yeah. He's coming on this side. I highly doubt I'm gonna be able to make that. That's how it is even. So I'm just gonna do it. Unless something's gonna come back. I just wait here. What the hell? Yeah, because that's eventually gonna come back this way. And the one down there is eventually gonna come back this way too. Yep, it's already on its way back. It gives you where you're going, which is kind of cool. You fucking can't stop. I need to be on this side anyway, so I'm just gonna stay here. I swear on God, if that shit's back on the other fucking side, I'm gonna be pissed. Yes, on this side. Go. Climb. Now what it does is it pretty much does one big circle. I believe it just circles around. I hope so. Or does it just drive straight back? Okay. It just drives straight back. You got one on this side and you got the one on that other side. So the other one on the other side is making its way back this way. I thought I was already been here. Oh no, it's still at the station. So we're gonna meet. We're gonna meet somewhere up here, right here. While we continue this way. I gotta go further, I think. Yeah, it's up here. So from what I'm getting, this is the underground metro system. Which, if I was to get off there, it would have brought me up somewhere in town, or somewhere in the city. If I get off at this end, it's gonna take me to the tower that I need to go to. Should be an elevator. So here's a tip for you guys, in case you get lost in this area like I did. So you come out of this elevator doors, right? You see the big red sign up there, right up there. You want to go to the left. If you go to the left, it just takes you to this way. You can pick this up, as well as come to this elevator. Probably just got at the top. Nope, there it is. Gotta write it all the way out. Leaves 14 to 15 seconds until the door's closed. So if you quick, you can make it. Okay. You can make it before the doors actually like shut. Cause watch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, 14, 15 seconds. So when you get out to this place, you probably get confused, like I did. I know where the fuck you gotta go. You come out here, get to this big court center. You take a right. This is how you get up to homie's office. You take a right. I'm supposed to enter over there. It literally made me travel all the way through when I could have just entered through the big fucking door.
Since these are all supplies, you should keep them.
The hell? So, we get up here, right? You get up there, you come up this staircase. Come up this staircase. And homie's office is right there. Office of the Secretary General. Okay, so let me get you guys caught up with the story. So, I don't even know what part of the story I even ended on. Alright, so. I came here. No. That's before that. Okay, so. We get a call from. What the heck is her name? Whatever that lady's name is. Telling us to leave. Leave. We gotta get out. There's a problem. Our persona has been detected. We gotta get out. Then we get booted out. We basically learn that she can't communicate when we're in here. She can't communicate it with us when we're in here, right? So it's kind of like, who basically kicked us out? Like, who talked to us? Who was pretending to be her? That's basically what we're trying to figure out now. Also, you end up meeting with, what's her name? Wildcat. I don't know, whatever her name is. You end up finding her brother. Her brother was working for her dad, but in reality, her brother wanted to rescue her. So you end up coming here. You end up rescuing her, talking to homie. Homie's actually really cool as shit, and you end up becoming friends with them. And now we basically got to save the universe. Yeah, a lot of shit happened. As soon as possible. Understood. Sending a message now. She just replied, authorizing. I have cloud location data now. Why do we gotta find her if she? Okay, so that chick is supposed to be with us 24/7.
Lost items must be turned in.
Why do we gotta find her when she's supposed to be with us 24/7? She's supposed to, basically, air quote, she's supposed to protect us. But it's like, why do you need to why do we gotta find you if you're supposed to be with us? I don't know. I find it kind of stupid. This is the chick that's supposed to protect us.
A suppressor. What's... Where did you come across something like...
The future. We found it on Blue Penny's hard drive. Gray Fox. You end up being really good friends with Gray Fox, and you end up basically, you know, yeah.
So Blue Planet was able to develop something like this, huh?
Oh, Blue Planet. Blue Planet is an organization that's trying to kill the Secretary General. That's why I said a lot of shit has happened. I mean, a lot.
Understood.
Of shit.
I'll report all of...
Okay. To be continued. What? What? Okay, I was about to say. To be continued, the heck do you mean? I'm like, that's different. That's what it will say if there's no more story that they haven't, like, you're all, like, when we get to this next planet and we complete those last 4 missions, we'll be all caught up. Then it'll say to be continued. It'll only say to be continued if you've basically completed the story that's released so far. That's why I'm like, to be continued. There's still more to do. If we succeed, the network will return to normal, and surely she'll wake up. No doubt it. That's why we have to make this work no matter what. So when we leave, will they not know who we are? Or... Preparation to Ezra's mercy is now complete. You and your team can begin the mission at any time. Okay. So what I'm getting is... Okay, so from the understanding of this is what I'm getting. This whole place is basically in a network. Like, it's a simulated version of the past. All of this is the past. This is before the cataclysm that happened, that basically almost destroyed the entire world. This is before that. I thought we were trying to prevent the cataclysm from happening. Now it seems like we want it to happen. So if the cataclysm, well, not the cataclysm, what's it called? The second reclamation or some shit like that? It's basically when you go back in time before any of this happened. So we're going back, but when we went back in time, remember this is in the past, when we did it the first time, it started the cataclysm. It basically almost ended life on Earth. But now we want that to happen. Now we want the second, whatever it's called, to happen, but the consequences of that happening basically ended the world. Well, almost ended the world. So we're gonna do that again and nothing really changes? I don't know. Find it confusing.
Understood, Secretary General.
Is it kind of bad that I already got into the city? Clinton left the office. Okay.
Given the list of names we found in Blue Planet's hideout, as well as the recent assassination attempt against the Secretary General, the security force deemed their organization too dangerous to ignore. Naturally, the order was given to crack down on all of their operations. As for this cleric person you're so concerned about, considering his connection to the blueprints you found, as well as the fact that Blue Planet was actively recruiting new members at the time, We suspect that the cleric is a recent addition to their research team.
Okay. I wouldn't imagine to uncover anything related to the clerk.
Nothing at all. But after conferring with Miss Aglia, we both agree that the hit squad's infiltration of the Smart City was orchestrated by none other than the cleric.
Okay. It's proving that the cleric is the hard drive that we found on our secret room. In other words, Arid is the sole link between Blue Planet and the cleric. What if Arid is the cleric?
But we might have been looking at this all wrong. If the cleric isn't on that list, it's not because he's new. It's because he outranks even Erot in their hierarchy.
What?
I'm afraid it goes even further than that. The hit squad's flawless takeover of the Smart City must have had something to do with him as well. The crackdown operations were meant to ensure Secretary General Kieran's safety, but it seems they've had the opposite effect.
Gans, by infiltrating the Smart City and taking Pippin hostage.
The control center, the very core of the Smart City. Only authorizers can access its systems, but once inside, they can gain full control of every tower of fantasy on the planet.
These people know who authorizers are. Myself, I am an authorizer. That's how I'm able to enter the network. But they know who authorizers are, or what they are.
I fear just the opposite. Blue Planet believes humanity was never meant to harness Omnium, so they must be aiming to destroy every tower, cutting us off from Mara's power forever. Then everything would fall apart. The Secretary General's reality reshaping program, our defense force trapped in hyperspace, and all of Ida consumed by the aberrations.
So they want us to be consumed by the aberration. But how is that the best thing for humanity?
Correct. But until we get there, it falls on Pippin to stop them. Our mission will be to foil Blue Planet's schemes, rescue Authorizer 968, and successfully launch the Rewind.
Pippin. I was thinking maybe Pippin was the person that basically messed with us. That's what I thought she was. Because I thought only authorizers can enter the network. Authorizer 968 is Pippin.
As a precaution, we will also be escorting another person into the Smart City. Authorizer 304, Kalpa.
Another authorizer, 304. What their name was? Pippin. What was the authorizer? I don't know. So basically now there's 3 authorizers. There's me, authorizer 304, and then authorizer Pippin.
It's too late for regrets now, researcher.
We'll
be waiting at the entrance to the Smart City.
Alright, good.
I didn't spy on anyone, for your information. Claudia started a conference call to explain the details of the mission, and I just happened to be here.
Nice. I like Grey Fox. She's cool.
I understand your concerns, Commissioner, but our intel suggests that Blue Planet is using a new type of virus to maintain control of the Smart City's defenses and communications. If we want to safely carry out our mission and restore the city's functionality, we'll...
Also worth mentioning is that I provided that information to the Federation with the help of a certain Tower of Fantasy employee. As you can see, my involvement in the mission isn't up for debate anymore.
Obviously. She's an employee again. I was trying to feel like whoever keeps bringing him up. How about me? We'll meet at the Smart City's entrance. One more thing, though. We can't let Akan know about the mission under any circumstances. I don't want anyone caught up.
No need to worry there. She's pulling double shifts at the suppressor facility. 16 hours a day, helping with production. She barely has time to breathe, let alone get involved in this.
Okay, good. Does that mean she has one of her own?
That's right. Because suppressor production requires the use of Omnium, there's an increased chance of aberration. As a result, factory workers are given higher priority for suppressor distribution.
Cool.
The same goes for Roslyn, along with any other public security officers who are involved in the aberrant incidents. They've all been given suppressors too.
Nice. Me, Gumpo, open a new vision for some paranoid blessing there, hunting the place workers to help with suppress the production. But the suppressors are only temporary solution. Whether or not they make it through the disaster depends on entirely on the outcome of our mission. Okay, I'm ready. Let's push shit up. Head to Smart City. But there was an easier way to get down. Just kidding, there is. I'll show you what I mean by we could have literally just entered this building from the outside. I'll show you what I mean now. That door leads to the outside. It doesn't lead to the train station. No. I see what I mean. Actually, wait, is there even a fast travel area nearby, or like a train thingy? Because if there's not, then there's no point at, trying to enter this door. Because there's two doors. There's one on this side, and then one on the other side. Okay, this one seems to be down by the beach, it looks like. Yeah, see, there's one over here, right? But there's not one on the other side. And where are we going? We're going down here. We found one there? We're gonna get it. That's what I think. Always explore the map and unlock the fast travel points. Because if I didn't do that, I would have had to run or drive all the way over there. I just teleport. That's why I always recommend unlocking all the fast travel points all across the map early in the game.
A pleasure to meet you. I am Authorizer 304, but you can call me Kalpa. I work as a filing clerk for the Defense Forces Case Management Department.
Okay. Really, I didn't know a clerk could be authorized.
Then it seems you don't fully understand the role. After Gestos was upgraded using Omnium technology, control procedures became both overly complex and grossly inefficient. After several experiments, we found that the human brain was the best solution to this dilemma. By establishing a cybernetic link with Gestos, the human brain's commands can be translated into the system's language and executed with extremely high efficiency. However, there aren't many people who are capable of establishing such a powerful link, and the process itself puts a tremendous strain on the user. For this reason, Hykros carried out a large-scale screening of every single worker in the Federation. First authorizers. So there were others before? It's true that research personnel make up only a small portion of authorizers, but... You're a Hykros researcher, no? I remember seeing your file some time ago. Despite your superior intelligence, your constitution is somewhat lacking, and you have a history of hospitalization secondary to illness. In any case, while it may seem as though brain power is the only thing required for the cybernetic link, a person's body and mind are inextricably connected. Any burdens experienced by the brain will be ultimately reflected on the body.
Take my brother, for example. 2 years ago, he suffered from severe body pain and insomnia, and couldn't hold down food without throwing it back up. The doctors said that the source of his illness was in his mind. I believe they called it somatization.
That's one way to understand it, I suppose. In any case, authorizer candidates were pulled from various fields. You'd be wise not to underestimate filing clerks like me. Our work may sound insignificant, but we come across top-secret knowledge more often than we like.
What? Okay, so I think it was her that fucked with us, cause she knows a lot about a lot about the stuff are revolved around authorizers. I think it was her.
Like the candidacy process for authorizers, for instance. We're not supposed to know about any of it. But because our group of clerks is so close-knit, we tend to discuss enough information to piece things together. No, not at all. I'm just demonstrating how effective we clerks can be when we work together. After all, it was our network that helped Miss Nola find documents related to her missing past. I have no doubt about that. I've seen your file too. But Pippin, after reviewing his records...
So Pippin is a female.
I discovered he was just an ordinary person who got lucky during screening. That's what concerns me.
A safe route has been established. Prepare to enter the smart city. And as an added precaution, I brought T5 suppressors for everyone. Please take one before we begin.
But I don't think I need one. I think my suppressor is way better than T5. Let me check. Suppressor. Yeah, I'm a 5-1. I'm on 5-3. My suppressor is a lot better. Can I upgrade it? Oh, how do I need to get to T4? T4. What is my suppressor? Oh, my suppressor. Yeah, I need. Okay, yeah. My suppressor is. What did it say? T5? T4? T5? I don't know. That's what my suppressor is. I don't know if it's because they gave it to me like that, or it's because I've upgraded it so much. I don't know. So here we go. We about to kick some butt. Oh, look at that little doggo. That's a cute little doggy. William.
Agent Claudia, you're finally here. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is William, and I'm the director of the Gestos Smart City.
Hello, Director William. Could you please apprise us of the situation in the city?
Certainly. Late last night, a team of Blue Planet agents infiltrated the city and kidnapped Authorizer Pippin before quickly descending into the middle level. Aside from the shock of the ordeal, the workers on the upper level are relatively unharmed. But our biggest problem is that Blue Planet's taken full control of the defense and communication systems. Last night, Security Chief Jay spent 4 grueling hours just carving out a safe path for your arrival after it happened.
Where is the Security Chief right now?
After reporting Blue Planet's infiltration, he said he needed to ascertain the situation within the Smart City. Shortly afterward, he led a small crew of workers deeper into the city. But the communication jam prevented us from contact. I'm afraid not. Under normal circumstances, the Smart City's security system will respond to any attempted breach. Not only did it fail to alert us last night, but our security droids had gone completely out of control. It seems Blue Planet's attack on the city involves reprogramming our droids to ignore one of the 3 laws of robotics, to avoid harming humans at all costs. The problem is, we have no idea how they managed to accomplish this.
Kind of weird.
It's very likely, but we won't know for sure until I get my hands on a server or a droid and analyze it.
We have a number of low-functioning droids built from spare parts here in the city. They've never been connected to the security system, so Chief Jay assigned them to protect the staff on the upper level.
Okay. I'm guessing we're going
He worries that they'll turn against us the moment they connect to the security system. But without any orders, these droids are severely limited in their functionality. When Chief Jay approached the 2nd level, he was attacked by our own security droids. I'm worried for his safety as well as the safety of the other workers. Please, you must help us get them out of there.
You don't have to worry about that right now, Commissioner. Our main objective is to clear a path to Blue Planet's position and stop them. As we push further into the city, additional Federation agents will follow behind to evacuate any personnel they encounter. Rest assured, Director William, we won't stop until every last Smart City worker is safe.
I can't thank you enough for this. Am I mistaken, or is something flying towards us?
No, something is flying towards us. Some things. Ooh. Oh yeah. Wow. But do I always get to use this, or is it like something that I need to use? First one. Activate. Oh, good. I gotta upgrade it. So, do I always get to use this, or is it something that... I guess we're going down there. Whee! Okay, yeah, this is badass. How do we descend? That's badass. We gotta go down to that landing pad. But before we do that, I want to grab this real quick. Signal. Oh, this is fucking awesome. No, give me my droid back. That was cool.
This passage connects the upper and middle levels. We'll have to keep pressing onward if we want to find Blue Planet.
Help! Someone please save us!
Hey, did you guys hear something just now?
We're over here! Please save us!
We walked over to the door, and they blow us up.
Oh, thank goodness my name is Hart, and I'm trapped in here with Forrest, another one of my colleagues. Please, you have to get us out of here.
He said he was trapped in here with Forrest, but it says his name is Lim.
There should be an emergency lock override on...
Makes no sense. Oh, but that shit was cool as fuck, though.
There should be an emergency lock override on your side. The passcode is 4090.
40... Nope. 9... Lemon Heart.
Oh, we owe you our lives. If you... The two of us were up all night running tests, and we didn't call it quits until early morning. We're roommates, you see, so we were gonna call a cab once we clocked out. But then...
We got ambushed and taken hostage by a couple of Blue Planet thugs. They stole our cards and forced us to bring them into the Smart City. We thought we were being clever, leading them to this lab where we could trap them behind the security door while calling for backup. Never dreamed they'd end up turning the tables on us.
Not only that, but they also took away a mechanic from the Smart City named Pippin.
Was a mechanic.
It's all our fault. We could have saved him if we didn't screw everything up.
Don't worry, we'll make sure Pippin stays safe. Right now, we need you to tell us exactly what happened and how you got locked in here.
Okay, when they captured us, they demanded that we give them access to any confidential files related to the Smart Cities. We tricked them into bringing us here and gave them a long and convoluted password to input into the computer. While they were distracted, we set off the fire alarm outside the door.
Since they weren't Smart City employees like us, they shouldn't have been able to disable the lock. But after about a minute or so, they managed to unlock the door somehow and threw us both in here. Afterward, they busted the emergency override panel in the lab and left with our workers' cards. Since we had already clocked out last night, we were worried no one would notice our absence until it was too late.
That would suck.
Thank you so much. Wait, I almost forgot. When they brought us in here, they used the lab's computer to access several top-secret files, some of which were even beyond our security clearance. I don't know how they managed to gain that level of access, but whatever they're looking for must be really important.
How would they get that access?
Pippin? Nah, they already had him by the time they dragged us over here. In fact, it was Pippin who came up with the idea of using the fire alarm to trap them in the lab.
That's right, they were after something specific and it wasn't Pippin. If I remember correctly, they mentioned something about perfect authorization, but I was too scared and too far away to hear them clearly.
Why don't we take a look and find out? If they used this computer earlier, I should be able to see what they were searching for.
I'm worried that Blue Planet is controlling more than the city's security droids right now. Nola and I will guard the door while the rest of you go inside.
So my question is, perfect authorization. So they're looking for the perfect authorizer? Because we're not. Okay. List of authorizers deleted. Multiple searches for the keyword perfect authorizer. No results found.
None at all. I've never heard of anything like that.
For a way to turn someone into a perfect authorizer.
Hey, researcher. There's something I think you should know. Odie just finished analyzing this computer's search queries. After using Hart and Forrest's worker cards to log into Smart City's network, Blue Planet was able to modify the security clearance assigned to their cards. This all but confirms that they're using that new computer virus, but something tells me this virus will be a lot harder to deal with than I anticipated. It's, how should I put it? Completely unprecedented. It's not just that. I don't think any other human has seen anything like it before, either.
So, basically a new virus, right?
It's not that simple. Think of it this way. No matter how advanced a computer virus might be, it still has to follow basic coding principles. Just like how scientific breakthroughs can't ignore fundamental laws of nature. But this virus, it's something else entirely. It doesn't just bypass our security. It tears through every firewall like tissue paper. And it gets worse. It's actually learning from the security systems it destroys, growing stronger with each breakthrough. Almost like...
This whole stuff reminded me when I was up to defend against alternate viruses. Remember when I was up to popular defend against the altercation virus. This was more or less how it destroyed the network's firewall. Like survival of the fittest, where one predator defeats all and consumes it. Just climbing up the food chain. 100.
Yes, exactly!
Attacking the network, the virus is being used by Blue Planet. There are so many more questions to answer. But maybe this means we're getting closer to the truth. How do you plan on getting better understanding of the virus, Grey Fox? Do you think we'll be able to gain control of the smart city once we figure it out?
It's too early to assume anything. But I remember Claudia mentioning that the second level of the city houses its servers. If we can secure access to one of them, I'm sure we could learn a lot more about the virus.
Pippin's still wanting for us too, so let's keep pushing to the next level. So this is getting a lot bigger than I thought. So my question is, how do I deploy my robot? Do I just go to vehicle? Or does you go to vehicles? How do I deploy it? I'm trying to... It says it's activated. Do I just like jump? I hope that it actually works. Oh, it worked. That's good to know. I'm gonna land on top of that. Storage B is over, storage 6 is over there. Oh. Doesn't even see me. I want to go down there and get that thing. To go lower, you just let off the thumbstick. And drop. To go higher, you press X. Blew that shit up. That shit was funny. One more hit, one more hit. Oh, fine. Collect this real quick. And drop. 700 meters down. Here we go. Ooh, missed me. I wish there was a way to descend faster. Oh, but we're almost there at the bottom. Whee! Like this type of structure and like the metal and fucking machine type of structure, I absolutely love. There was this strike back in Destiny, the beginning of Destiny 2. Called the Pyramidion. Pyramidion. This is what it reminds me a lot of.
Must be
It reminds me a
the
lot of the
security chief who
Pyramidion.
first discovered Blue Planet's invasion of Smart City. Let's hurry. Greetings. I'm Agent Claudia, an investigator for the Federation.
Nice to meet you, Agent Claudia. My name's Jay, and I'm the security chief of the Gestos Smart City. My team and I were the first ones to report Blue Planet's infiltration of the city.
Thank you for your effort. We were able to enter the Smart City and get here thanks to your information. It must have been quite the challenge for you to make it all the way here.
We're just doing our job, ma'am. I just wish the city wasn't so reliant on the security droids in the first place, or else Blue Planet wouldn't have gotten away with this.
No, there's no time for that. Blue Planet is most likely planning this attack for a long time, so there's no need to blame yourself for it. Right now, we just need to know how to access the middle level. I think that's where they were at.
My worker's card is no good now, so we can't use it to access the walkway into the middle level. There are other ways to get down there, like the loading docks and ventilation shafts, but they're all being heavily guarded by our droids.
Okay. Looks like we have our work cut out for us. If experience is any indicator, blast our way through might be the quickest
Absolutely not. Look, the Smart City might be built to withstand nature's worst. Earthquakes, tsunamis, you name it. But we're talking about the very core of the city here. An explosion might damage one of our server clusters or their cooling systems, which could have devastating results for the rest of the Smart City.
Destroying that cooling system, right, could fuck with the airflow, and now everybody's suffocating.
Well, We can either try to defeat every single droid on this level of the city or restore my card's authorization.
Let me see your worker's card. What, you don't trust my skills? Sure, full access is locked tight, but temporarily enabling them is no problem for me.
Obviously.
Got it working. I can hack us a 2-minute window each time. Just enough to get his card up and running without Blue Planet noticing.
I'm afraid it won't be that simple. Blue Planet is using our emergency protocols to block gates all throughout the city. Even with access privileges, you'll need to manually operate some of those gates to open them. Not only that, but the main gates will be heavily guarded by droids as well.
Blue Planet now has full control of the Smart City. If we try to wrestle it back from them, the droids will find us before we make any meaningful progress. Think about it. They must have a ton of droids guarding all those ventilation shafts. The main gate might be our best bet. It's the quickest route, and they probably won't expect us to be so bold. Nola and I can handle whatever resistance we encounter.
Okay.
But I'm just pushing papers all day. What could I possibly do to help? That's all well and good, but what if I accidentally shoot one of you instead? All right.
Well, if you don't aim it at
We
them,
can
he
help out
won't,
too.
shoot
I
them.
understand your concern and appreciate your enthusiasm. I promised Director William that I would ensure the safety of every worker.
The layout of the city gets a lot more complicated down there. Perhaps I should guide you while they return to safety.
Don't worry about us, Chief J. We came fully prepared. Trust me, we're more than a...
You feds really know your stuff. Guess I... Understood. And just so you know, it seems Blue Planet also kidnapped 2 other researchers along with Pippin. I only... Yes, you know those 2?
Yeah, we found them.
Really appreciate all of you. I'll head out now. Just make sure you all return safely.
Hold on a second, all of you. What Odie and I did just now was nothing more than a test. If we seriously want to use this card to open the gate, I'll have to do it from this computer.
According to the map, there's a laboratory and a mechanical room up ahead. The mechanical room should be where the gate's manual controls are located.
So this entire fucking thing makes no damn sense. Now, how hungry is that shit? Goddamn, girl. I wish this thing will actually activate. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. I'll take that one though. I'll take the other one too. And go. How did you make it all the way just by fucking flying this bad boy? I probably don't even need to hit the ground. Get over to that door. If I do this right, I should be able to land right in front of it without getting detected.
This computer will do. However, I'll only be able to restore the card's privileges for 2 minutes at a time, or else it'll be too easy for Blue Planet's virus to target us. Go to the mechanical room and find the status light.
Okay, 700 meters down. Yeah, I know how to equip it now, which is kind of cool. You just press R3. Right down there. Got it. My question is, can I hit these crystals? Like, will it actually blow them up? See if it will. Nope. Oh, I got fucked up. Note to self, do not fall into the lasers or you will die. That's so much fun. This is so much fun. Okay, so I could call it recall it here. I wonder if I could, yes, I could repair it here too. I'm gonna die. Oh, no. No, I'm dead. Oh, go. Whew. Almost didn't make that. Gotta be quick. We gotta make it all the way back there. I fucking gotta make it. I thought we had to make it all the way back. I don't know, but I need a heal. Like that.
And with communications completely disabled, we have no way of spreading out to search either.
I hate flying blind like this. Listen, researcher. If you trust me, give me some time. I'll find a way to wrestle control of this city back from them. To be honest, I'm not sure I could do it with just my skills alone. But before I got here, Gestos warned me that he had dealt with a Blue Planet cyber attack in the past. That's right. And even he wasn't able to deal with it quickly. In the end, he had to separate every single server in the affected cluster and carefully research every one of them. Something on your mind? Anyway, the isolated server cluster is somewhere on this level, and Gestos already passed on all of his virus research to me. If we can track down those isolated servers and purge the virus from them, we might just have our foothold for taking back control of the entire smart city. I was feeling pretty confident until I saw what their virus could do. At this point, I'd give it 60-40 odds.
Agreed. Taking back control of the city's systems would completely flip the situation in our favor.
Yep. Sounds like a plan. I think we should do that. Go to the mechanic room. But didn't we literally just done? But I need to find whatchamacallit? Oh, well, I think we found 4. They go down there and shut that thing off. I was trying to pierce to it. Had it. That's a good fight, though. A really good fight. 100%. Where the fuck did it put me? Oh, God, it put me all the way back in the beginning. Oh, but I need this. I'm dead. The hell? Oh my God. Right down here is where we need to go. Stay above. Come down. Stay above, stay above, stay above. On this side. I remember, stay above, stay above, stay above. Go from this side. Stay above, stay above, stay above. Stay above, stay above, stay above. Put that down. Give me that. Okay. That's good to know. Now I know what that actually does. It's kind of cool. You just gotta be really quick about it. Just watch. I want to be like in between these. That way when it does flap back around. We made it.
Why are there two rooms here?
I'll take the one on the right.
I'll go with you. We'll be safer this way.
Do a factory reset because that shit was suck. If we take the battery out. In case if I know that I will take the other room on the left.
These servers aren't the ones we're looking for at all.
I think I...
We got ambushed by Blue Planet just now. While I was holding them off, one of them started charging towards Kalpa. In her panic, she aimed at him and pulled the...
I had no idea it would keep firing like that. When I pulled the trigger, he... Oh, I didn't kill Pippin, did I?
Oh, thank goodness. I saw a picture of Pippin earlier, and this doesn't appear to be him.
Sir Cleric, we've reached the doorway to the 3rd level. We heard a gunshot just now. Is everything all right? Were you able to secure the new authorizer?
Let go of me! You people, what have you done with Pippin? Even if you manage to kill us, the entire Federation will be here any minute now.
Yes, the ambush...
Answer the
We didn't touch him. He brought this on himself, so I suggest you do exactly as Sir Cleric says, or else.
Huh? Why did you cut them off? We still don't know what happened to Pippin.
The Commissioner is right. If they went through all this trouble to set up an ambush for you, it probably means Pippin fought back and... Well, that's why they're desperate for a new authorizer now.
Does that answer your question? I thought it was strange when you listened in on my conversation with him last time, so I ran a diagnostic scan on Odie afterward. I didn't find anything wrong, but that only made me even more suspicious. You see, I run diagnostics on Odie constantly. There's no way they should come back perfect. Unless... someone's been covering their tracks by wiping Odie's error logs. My thoughts exactly. I haven't been able to pinpoint the specifics on how Odie was accessed, but now... after seeing how Blue Planet managed to take control of the Smart City, I'm starting to notice some similarities. Bingo. When Odie accidentally tried to contact you, the virus must have made its move. If my hunch is correct, the Cleric had been keeping an eye on us the entire time.
That would explain how they knew to ambush us here.
Makes sense. Keeping his contacts separate and his identity hidden was always the Cleric's style. I bet he was the only one with access to Odie's surveillance systems. Before we came here, I actually installed Gesthos' experimental antivirus on Odie. I wanted to see if his research was as groundbreaking as he claimed. And as it turns out, this Gesthos guy might have an ego to match his handle, but his cybersecurity skills are truly something else. Shouldn't be a problem at all. I just need some time here. Once I get these servers up and running, they'll give Odie all the computing power we need. By the time you reach that control center, Blue Planet won't even know what hit them.
Okay. Make I tried to use the keycard. I just picked up.
What's that on the ground?
It's blood, and it seems to be going in that direction.
Pippin.
But whose blood could it be?
Pippin, no, my friend.
Look, it's
You
Pippin.
can't die on me. Pippin, no, oh man.
It's not too late, Commissioner. He still has a pulse, albeit a weak one. He needs immediate medical attention, so please stand aside.
Give it up, you criminals! My irises are already too damaged for eye recognition, which means you'll never get access to the control center. Secretary General Kieran will... Secretary General? Who are you?
I'm Claudia, an agent of the Federation. It's good to see you alive, Authorizer Pippin.
Claudia? I've heard of you before. You're the Secretary General's most trusted investigator.
That's right, and this is Authorizer 304, and the Secretary General's Commissioner. My orders are to escort them to the control center so that they can initiate a time rewind.
Is it because of Blue Planet? They're looking for something called the Perfect Authorizer's Key, but I've never heard of anything like that. Or a Perfect Authorizer, for that matter. They kidnapped me and told me to lead them to this key, but I had no idea what they were talking about. Afterwards, some guy they called the Cleric ordered them to take me to the control center. They wanted me to shut down every single Tower of Fantasy on Ida. But even I know how hard it would be to reactivate them if that happened, so I refused to comply. I tried to run away, but they caught me again and dragged me all the way to the control center's entrance. Yes, I made certain of that when I blinded myself with a screwdriver. Those doors only open to authorized iris scans. There's no other way through. I did, and once their leader saw that I was useless to them, he took the screwdriver out of my hands and stabbed me with it before leaving me to die here. You need to find them right away. They may not be able to access the control center, but they're still a bunch of bloodthirsty maniacs who don't care if they live or die. They brought plenty of poison and explosives with them. If they don't find a way into the control center soon, they may try to destroy the entire city by blowing up the middle level, along with themselves.
Wait, how did you know they brought poison? Why would they need it?
When I was still their hostage, they fed me some kind of drug saying that I would die a painful death if I didn't comply.
Jesus. Does that mean you're...
I counted 5, but I only ever heard the cleric's voice through their communication devices. He sounded like a calm and rational man.
Are you sure about this, Commissioner? If they're as desperate as Pippin claims...
Pippin muttered himself to stop, mutilated himself to stop their plan to protect everything. We owe it to him to see this through. I have a plan to deal with them. So just trust me. Grey Fox should be close to finishing things on her end. Once the Smart City's back under our control, take it down, Blue Planet should be...
I'm no longer fit to be an authorizer now. Even if I survive, I'll just be a blind man. Don't waste precious resources and time on me.
Understood. I leave the rest in your hands, Commissioner.
Wait, here. Take this. It's my authorizer terminal. It has all of my maintenance logs from working in the Smart City. Maybe it'll be of use to you.
Thank you. Okay. Well, here we go. Here we go. We jump in or yep. Oh God. Green. We're still falling. See how many I can hit. Oh. See if I can hit all of these. Boom. Boom. I ain't gonna be able to hit that one over there. I gotta pick one. I'm doing this one. Actually, health. Before we go any further,
This place... something about it feels different. Wait, are you saying we're in hyperspace right now?
Yep. cool if I could ride my fucking mech.
The Smart City's control center. Oh, we finally made it.
I think it's her. She's gonna be like, psych. Shoots me in the back.
What should we do now?
Try not to die. Once Kepler reaches the control center, she can initiate rewind at any time, but what will happen to Void Piercer if the rewind works? I wasn't kidding. Void Piercer absolutely critical. The reality shaping program, we need to understand exactly what's happening to her before Kepler interacts the rewind. My mission was to escort you. Completing reality program is in your hands now, Kepler.
What about you? Are you just going to leave me here?
Yeah, do what you gotta do. I have a friend waiting for me. Whatever happens here, it's likely has something to do with her. We still don't know what the anomalies will we still don't know if these anomalies will interfere with the reality shaping program. That's why I need to find her to understand what we're really dealing with. Look, just wait here for me in control center while I figure out what's really going on here. And yes. And please do not do anything reckless.
Can't I just come with you instead? Besides, we're deep underground right now. How are you supposed to find your friend from down here?
I have my ways, trust me. It would take too long to explain. Just know that this is part of the reason Chiron chose me for this
All right. Role. 1 hour, that's all. The Federation backup will be here then, and if you're not back, I'm starting the rewind with or without you.
Deal. So it looks like it's up and running. I got all my apps back, it looks like. Cash app. Authorizer. Didn't know you could contact me here. What do you mean? I detected your signal on the Foundation level just now. You're going to tell me you're not down there? To be honest, I'm not entirely sure where I am right now. Is everything alright? You sound really alarmed just now. The antivirus just launched a devastating attack on the Foundation level. We're down to our last 3 Githero servers. They're all keeping the system alive. If we don't stop them now, Githero will fully encapsulate in the Tower of Fantasy across space and time will lose control. This will be catastrophic if that happens.
Researcher! Researcher! Do you copy?
Grey Fox, you're able to contact me too?
Of course. The Smart City's communications are under our control now, but unfortunately, that's all I'm able to do right now. How are things going down there?
Kepler and I managed to safely enter the control
Glad to hear
center.
it.
We got it wrong, Commissioner. It wasn't poison they made Pippin swallow. It was a mini bomb with a timer. And it just went off. I'm fine. My body was strong enough to survive the explosion with minimal injuries. But poor Pippin. What worries me now is there might be more timed explosives hidden throughout Smart City. Understood, Commissioner. We're all counting on you.
Where are you taking the people to the network? Were you taking the people in the work just now? Were you talking with the people in the work? I wasn't able to hear anything they said. Polly, I think I finally understand what's happening here. I haven't reached the foundation level yet. Somehow you reached me. And strange still, I can communicate with people from this version of Ida. So this version might be what's left of Gistos and still might work. But the network's dying and those viruses down the foundation level are coming to this place, which means I'm stumbling both layers of reality right now. I'm going to alter the course of this world's history by carrying out a successful time rewind. At the same time, I'm going to find Void Piercer and figure out what's happening to her.
Hold it right there, researcher. If you think you can just boss me around, at least let me finish what I have to say. Anka says she misses everyone, and that it's been too long since we last saw each other. She's getting off work early today, and wants to meet us at the Star Isle Hotel tonight at 9 o'clock. No exceptions. Oh, and one last thing. Gestos asked me to pass on a message to you. Don't forget your identity.
Capable of using control to form a way out, just like any other authorizer. Wait, I don't understand. I thought you said members of Project could be trusted. What about anyone else? Pippin and the clerk are both dead. Aside from me, the only one made the control system. Her. It was her all along. It's kind of weird that he's like, hey, yeah, there's this chick, now you have to trust her. You know? It's this bitch all along. There's this bitch all along.
And I thought you said you were going to look for Void Piercer, so why are you already back? Oh, isn't it obvious? We're cut from the same cloth. Both authorizers, you and I. Though not for long. I'm about to transcend our little club and become the world's first perfect authorizer. I told you before, didn't I? Clerks like me should never be underestimated. Our work may sound insignificant, but we come across top-secret knowledge more often than we like, including the hidden source code for creating a perfect authorizer. We've waited 50 years for this moment. Huh? Wait, how can this be? No! No!
Bye-bye. Authorizer verification approved. Perfect authorizer source code verification failed. Authorizer locked. Did she pass away? Does that mean I have to start a rewind myself? A communication channel authority has been established.
Listen, I'm in Satora. Nem's situation is complicated. Get here fast. Without her, this whole rewind attempt is doomed. Just don't do anything until you reach us.
But I'm in Smart City Control right now. How am I supposed to reach you when you're that far away?
Then how are we able to communicate right now?
Well, fuck it out. I think the foundation level you're in is starting to merge with the surface level. Even this Gusto's control center looks like a remodeled tower now.
Then it's probably working exactly like a remodeling tower now. These things can teleport you around. I've already sent you everything you need to know, coordinates and all.
Use the Gusto's control console. Hyperspace arrived as well district. Oh shit!
This is the Xena district of Satora, which is where Nem's signal is coming from. We paid a terrible price to surround this place.
Let's see if all of my apps are back. I had to reset my phone. I got Cash App, TikTok, X, Facebook. I don't got Messenger. Wait, do I got Instagram? Hold on. I got Instagram. I just don't have Messenger. I'll do them later.
The Void entities have hijacked Nem, using her power to grow stronger. We'll never free Satora from this temporal nightmare until we break their hold on her. Before I answer that, I'm curious. What's your own impression of her?
She's my friend. But she wasn't the cold adversary I imagined.
All of this happened after she became Nemesis. I'm talking about before. The Federation had a secret plan for their reality reshaping program. They slipped a new core into Gestos, code that could trigger Origin resonance. But afterward, unbeknownst to everyone involved in the project, the source code developed its own sentience. That was how Void Piercer came to be.
So, Void Piercer is also...
You see, this AI evolves by absorbing and processing information from the outside world. And most of what shaped her came from your experiences. Yours and Shirley's. Your memories became her foundation. In other words, your pasts are what gave rise to her present state. For that reason, she sees both of you as being very important to her.
Commander, we're detecting massive energy levels emanating from the Void Girl's position. It looks like she's awakening from her dormant state.
Understood. Tell the other divisions to follow the original plan. As for us, prepare to engage the Void Girl in battle.
Roger that, Commander.
Come on, Authorizer. Nem's waiting for us to finish this once and for all. And don't worry, once it's over, I'll tell you everything you want to know about me. We couldn't stop the catastrophe. Now our beloved home lies in ruins, broken beyond recognition. But if we get one chance, just one shot at making things right, we'll give it everything we've got. The past may be set in stone, but the future? That's still ours to shape.
Exactly.
Let's go, Authorizer.
Let's get it, girl. I don't know what the fuck you're doing, but let's get it.
You know, on my first day of elementary school, there was this sweet teacher at the gate. She taught me this little circle gesture. Said it would bring me luck in my studies.
And I just ate that shit.
Let's go.
You're weird. Battle against the Void Piercer. I want to kill these guys. I want to use my robot. That sucks. I just straight up whooped all those guys by myself. Like, well, not all of them. Most of them. Oh, they just keep respawning. I don't know.
I see you finally found this place.
Who are you? Are you responsible for all of this? Stop hiding like a trapped rat. Come out of Nem's body and face me!
The divine will cannot be defied. This world shall become the ultimate offering to his supreme glory.
Who's supreme glory? It gets paused like that for some fucked up reason. Battle against them.
Away so easily.
Watch out! I think she's...
What? Someone supernova? You wanna know what's cool? I got one just like that. Wait, I want to show you mine.
The void entity's grip on Nem keeps getting stronger. She's showing more signs of aberration now.
Struggle all you want. Her power serves the Lord now. You're finished! Your arrogance ends here! Suffer for your insolence! The Lord has always been victorious, and
That's how the Tower of Fantasy went down.
I'll be the instrument to destroy. They're so amazing. I'd give anything to join their adventure. Now that I have a name, maybe they'll let me join them? They have to, right? Those two mean everything to me. Just imagine if they called me Nem. We'd be like real friends.
We are real friends. You decided to blow me up.
If I hadn't been involved, would Shirley still be herself now? I'm sorry, Shirley. It's my fault that this happened to you.
Even if it means exposing yourself, they might see you as their enemy and even wage war against you just to erase your existence.
I don't care. I'm not scared.
If you've made up your mind, then I'll do everything I can to support you.
Thank you, Number 8. The world is already lost, and now you've dragged Shirley and the Authorizer into this mess. What happens if the virus corrupts their consciousness data? Could you live with yourself if they turned? That won't happen! I'll protect them! I won't let them get involved. And I won't let the alteration virus harm them, even if it costs me my life!
The Lord can restore her mortal form and breathe life back into her humanity. She need not suffer in this prison of cold steel any longer. By pledging ourselves to the Lord, we can forge a perfect world where you, the Authorizer, and Shirley will find true happiness.
Can we really do that?
Of course, my child.
Let's say, aren't I dead?
authorizer. You... Who? It's over now.
That's Shirley.
The seed of dreams will break free from the ground. When a mother reaches to light, the worm is finally to be found. The seed of dreams struggles through the crowds in this drenching pouring rain.
Thank you. I'll protect you no matter what.
Well, that's pretty awesome. Well, I like that a lot. Nem.
Don't worry. She just needs some time to adjust to her new vessel.
What's that?
You came into someone's home without knowing who owns it? How amusing.
That's Kestos! Your home, wait, don't tell me.
That's right. I was the one who caught Gray Fox hacking into the Tower of Fantasy and told her to remind you of your identity. Thank you so much for your help, Authorizer.
Oh my god. So that secret persona she was talking about, that was you? Kestos?
I'm so sorry for everything you've been through. I never meant to send you on such a wild chase. The virus kept me from reaching out directly. It wasn't until Gray Fox tried to access the tower's network that I finally found a way through to you.
Does this mean you've been watching me this whole time? Since when?
Since the year 2660.
2660?
After Kieran launched the reality reshaping program, he began screening potential authorizers. During their rotation, one of them infected my network with the alteration virus that crippled my functions. Despite my best efforts to isolate the infected servers and preserve what I could, this alteration virus was something else entirely. It tore through my defenses like they were nothing.
So when Nem came to be... So that's when Nem came to be, wasn't it?
I calculated every possibility of saving myself, but unfortunately, I found that I could only trust one person, Antoria.
Antoria, what's your connection to her?
Antoria was the first perfect authorizer to ever exist, and continues to be even now. The cybernetic link between us is capable of reaching 100% compatibility.
Antoria is the perfect authorizer. What do you mean by your compatibility?
An authorizer's compatibility determines the degree to which they can share their thoughts with me, and vice versa. The lower it is, the greater the burden placed on them through our cybernetic link. A perfect authorizer, however, can achieve 100% compatibility with me, thereby eliminating the burden altogether. In that perfect connection, there are no boundaries between us. My circuits sing in harmony with her neurons, two consciousnesses flowing as one. Her thoughts are my thoughts. her knowledge my knowledge.
So as long as you're connected, she always knows what the virus is doing. She'll always know what the virus is doing to you, and you'll always know what that she isn't responsible for implanting it in you.
At the time, the temporal anomalies had already begun. The two of us agreed that the anomalies and the virus within me were not mere coincidences. So I dedicated all of my computing power to look for a solution. Even as a being of artificial intelligence, I had no way of fully knowing how my calculations would play out. Still, I was certain that I had found a working solution.
What was that? What was it?
I'm not exactly sure. As a quantum supercomputer powered and augmented by Omnium, I believe I am nearly omniscient by human definition. As I was defending myself against the virus, I was using all of my knowledge and computing power to search for a solution. In the process, I created the world in which you find yourself now. In the end, I found only two seemingly disparate clues, but they guided me toward the ultimate solution nonetheless. The first was that Antoria had to enter hyperspace. The second was that you needed to become the next perfect authorizer. The rest of the circumstances surrounding these two conditions remained a mystery to me. Shortly afterward, the temporal anomalies grew more violent, and the virus threatened to fully consume me. I had no choice but to hide myself here and watch helplessly as these events unfolded.
So, what about Voidpiercer?
She was part of Antoria's plan. Before entering hyperspace, she asked me to replicate my source code and give it to her. Until you appeared, I had no idea what she was thinking or doing.
The Antoria from our history. After entering hyperspace, she lost all contact with the rest of humanity, and you lost the only person you could fully trust.
Voidpiercer was fortunate to have met you and Shirley, but she's still too young. She'll need plenty of guidance from both of you in the future. Once the backup restoration is completed, Voidpiercer will take my place here on Ada.
Take your place, you mean?
This virtual version of Ada corresponds to my very last uninfected server, and the Smart City serves as both my hiding place and my command center. The reality reshaping program you've dedicated yourself to was my way of revealing the bitter truth of our history. I wove my backup restoration protocols into what you know as the regression. I still have a few things left to teach her, so I must ask you to wait just a little while longer. I know things haven't been easy for you, especially since you're not a perfect authorizer yet. And for that, I apologize.
That reminds me of about the so-called perfect authorizer.
You may learn more by asking the only perfect authorizer in existence, don't you think? The data shows that you're nearly at your limit, and staying here any longer will pose a significant threat to your safety. For now, return to your friends and show them that you're alive and well.
That was crazy. That was crazy. That was so fucking crazy. That was like big brain. No, I don't get my. No, I don't get my guy. No. So you telling me I lost access to my vehicle? This guy? How do I get it back? It says it's activated. Oh, I ain't got a kit for that. Weapon. Oh, I so would love those blades though. What is Arrive at Kilowstone Lock. Alright, okay, yeah. So, gotta proceed. So to get up there, remember, pass this welcome sign. Don't use the elevator because it's just gonna take you up. Pass this away. We're looking for this staircase right to our right. A staircase here. Take us all the way up. Or if you could just use that little, no, yeah, I guess you could use that road. Exactly where Commissioner Collins has already reported everything that happened in Smart City, and we'll need to know what happened after she left with Pippin. What else can you tell to purport the rest of me now? I don't think this is the best time to explain things to him. How could I handle this? What happened afterwards was closely connected to Emerald. I won't be able to report on anything until I meet with her and confirm a few more things. Now that we're safe, the defense should already be exiting hyperspace, right? They have begun examining process, yes, but the Federation wants to perform full medical examinations on all of them before letting them return. You'll have to wait a bit longer to see her. Understood. I'll wait for her medical report before speaking to her. Let me ask you something different. How exactly did you know Colors? And when you mentioned meeting her, well, I certainly never made that introduction. It's because I met her once before. It made sense that she didn't recognize me since we haven't seen each other in a very long time. Look, the reality reshaping program succeeded. It didn't it? Everyone has their secrets, but that doesn't make them enemies. You, of all people, should understand that, right? It seems our conversation won't go any further until Osborne joins us. Hey, researcher. We've talked to you so long, we've changed location. Get yourself to Greenland's apartment. You know what happens to people when you keep us waiting. Sorry, Secretary, I have something to do right now. Excuse me. Important statement or a mess. Until next time, Commissioner. The hell? Oh. So why does she want me to go there? But okay. If I go there, I just don't even know where the fuck I would even go. So I just probably would go. Probably. Yes. I still have Better Tomorrow, which is 4 more missions. Reshaped the Future is what I'm almost done with. What the hell is everybody doing over there? Oh, me and nobody over there.
You're finally here, researcher.
Yeah.
Is this really your first order of business as the new boss? Oh, stop fussing. Everything worked out fine. And anyway, what about you? Planning to make Kylo your permanent home or something?
Whew. I didn't expect the researcher to have some real skills.
Public Security Officer Carol reporting in.
Have you seen the #1 trending search on Echo? Apparently, Secretary General Kieran will be hosting an emergency press conference tonight at 10 p.m. to address the public
It was your plan that saved the world, sir. I'm sure the public will understand.
You're really pretty.
No fucking way! Shirley's here! Holy shit! Fuck yeah, I am. Hold up. I don't give a shit if no signal is found. I think Shirley might be awake. That's the only thing that matters. And I am running the wrong fucking direction. It says go to all of my Cute little cozy place. Where's somebody up there? Fucking kidding me? There's water in between me. How the hell am I supposed to get in there? The hell? Duh. I swear to God, if it's taking me through the bus station, I'm gonna be pissed. I could have just fast traveled there. The hell am I at? It took me to the fucking bus station. I don't know why. Yeah, I'm not doing it. Don't know why that it would take me here, but okay. Give me back. At least now I know a place where I could get back into the network. I mean, the fucking subway again. Which is kind of cool, kind of cool, kind of cool, kind of cool. Maybe. That was pretty weird. Yeah, I'm not gonna go there. I'm gonna go right here. God, I hope Shirley's okay. Right off the bat. I don't give a fuck about. She's telling me.
Yes, during its return, the Asher encountered an unidentified flying object, causing half of the cabin to disappear, along with a little girl named Carrot. I know we've had our differences concerning Gestos and the use of Omnium, but this child has nothing to do with any of it. Yes, the ship's final distress signal came from Asperia. Thanks.
Hey, Plotty, that person just now. Representative Class from Class. Help. That's all. By the way, I can use most ultimate virus from the network. It's bad. It's no work. Now the left is overseeing the repairs of the network to be fully operational afterward. Most of all is resisting. Nothing to worry about because of the unique other advice provided B. We've decided to isolate a number of servers the rest of the system repair. Network is ever stable now, so you can rest easy on that. Surely, though, what about her? I'm sorry, but she's still not showing any signs of waking up. Does that mean any sense? It's too soon to tell, right? I need to see her myself. I'm going to see her myself right now. The authorizer. How is she synced? But even your body is telling you to stop. Just leave it to me. Otherwise, you've been really connected to my spirit of the network while the pressure taking place. And I'm sure to look at the side of Julie's condition that don't matter. You're trusting me. Return to the network, even though she told me not to return to the network. Okay. Makes no sense. Even though she told me not to return to it, but I'm gonna return to it. Basically contradicting yourself. The new film back.
Authorizer, could you come over here? I've discovered some things about Shirley's prolonged unconsciousness.
Bruh, I just got here. You freaking kidding me? You could have just told me that when I was already there. That was useless. Made me go in just for me to come back out. It's like, oh no, you don't need to go in there. It's like, why have me go in there to begin with?
The Gestos system is mostly back up and running. Apart from 2 separate servers set aside for studying and preserving the alteration virus, the network is now virus-free. I've tried to help you track Shirley, but there's no trace of any data source in the foundational layer. In other words, Shirley isn't there right now.
Where the fuck is she?
Where's Shirley gone? Is it possible she's in the surface layer now?
That's what I'm thinking. After you resolved the Gestos crisis, the system's foundation categorized and transferred Shirley's data to the surface layer so it could be fully restored. Shirley isn't like you. She entered the network because of the Void Piercer, and doesn't have the Authorizer Auth, nor the Authorizer's terminal. That means she can't leave the surface layer on her own.
So, you're saying that if I find her, and use my Authorizer's terminal to disconnect her from the network's world, she'll regain consciousness?
Very good. I actually tried to enter the surface layer to search for her, but for some reason, I was denied access.